Okay, so this year's packet looks the same. I followed the same template. Didn't change much of anything. I just wanted to make sure. Um, we had a few additional support letters from like Christy and Richard Highwalker when we met them in 2010. But other than that, the packet is pretty much the same. We had a couple of other intent to hire letters. Well, one more, in addition to the two we had last year. That's pretty much it. Dan also wrote an additional letter to the board this year that he hadn't written before. So here is the original letter with his handwriting. And then I typed it. And I sent both. I sent the original handwritten letter with the typed letter. And he just expressed his remorse for his crime and his strong desire to make right his transgressions against his victim and his strong desires to be productive and be allowed an opportunity to come out and be productive. Ironically, this year I had way more typos in my packet than last year, and this year we made it. So I don't know. This is a visualization tool Van and I implemented using this year. We decided because what we had been doing wasn't really working. I'm gonna move the camera so you can see. You can see one of the visualization tools here, and then hold on. You see one on the wall above my bed, and they go even further up to my marriage license, and then there's one above each stand, and that's my ceiling. Ceiling fan, and on my ceiling mirror pin. I pretty much put them wherever I would see them, everywhere I would see. So in every corner of my room, there's one of the visualization illustrations we did. What we tried this year is we tried to really guard our tongue and our thoughts. We decided to thank God ahead of time. We decided we would thank Jehovah ahead of time for Van's freedom. We decided to not make statements like, I'm tired of prison. I'm ready to get out of prison. We stopped making prison statements. One of the reasons for the visualization tool was all of our pictures are in prison. There are us in prison as adults. Our childhood pictures are of freedom, but all of our pictures as adults and a married couple are in prison. And Van and I both believe in the power of the thoughts and what you choose to vocalize. And so we felt like we were focusing our energy on prison, even though that's not what we wanted. We want out of prison, but everything was focusing us on prison. So we started saying things like, I'm so thankful, I'm so thankful that I made parole this year. I'm so thankful that this is our last year. I'm so thankful, and we would say this is our last year, but we wouldn't say prison. So we just started thinking in those terms. We also made visualization boards, and both of us on our board have a small copy of the visualization tool that's everywhere on our board, and we put just powerful statements, powerful pictures and clippings that related to freedom. And we both made one. I made some pictures and collages about freedom, approved parole, like approval stamps and stuff like that. And I sent one to Van, and I kept one here. And so our boards, our visualization boards, had almost the same things on them. And so that's what we did this year, just forcing ourselves to think outside the wall. And you know, I'm sure there'll be great debate on whether or not it worked or whether it was just our time or what. But I really think it helped our state of mind. Through these positive words, these positive affirmations and positive energy, we were able to kind of pull ourselves out of the funk we were in. He was in a funk, so therefore I was in a funk. And we really needed to get out of that. And so that's what we did. I find that it was very beneficial, I think. So we got an CUFI. A lot of you are familiar with the FI codes and what those mean. So a CUFI is what you're given when you have stacked sentences. Van had two 45-year stacked sentences and two 10-year stacked sentences. Now, he had served all his time on the two 10 years, because again, we were at 21 years in. So he'd served all his time on the two 10 years, and he paroled on the 45. So when there's a CUFI, the board has to issue a date that they want to grant parole. They chose December 1st for us. So what that means is nothing can happen regarding his case before December 1st, meaning they can't even put that he is made parole December 1st into the computer. So Van also had a 3-year institutional charge from 1996 when he got a possession charge when he first went in. He pretty much doing time his way. So he had a 3-year sentence for that, and he had to. So what that means is because he was serving stacked sentences, the 3 years was added to those stacked sentences. So he paroled the 45 on December 1st, and they recalculated the 3 years, which he's already gotten time for because he got the case or the charge in 96. Excuse me. And he was sentenced in 2000. So by the time he was sentenced, he had already served the 3 years. So December 1st, sorry, I cut something and I didn't do myself. So December 1st, they will recalculate his time, and the 3 years will discharge, and the 45 he'll go on parole for. And that's where we are right now. Today is November 26th, and we're just days away from the 1st. And what we are feeling and experiencing is a whole nother video in itself. So I guess you'll have to stay tuned. To be continued.